Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming, and I'm back in Necromunda Underhive Wars, and the reason is because I like this game, and sometimes these games that I play a lot that I'll come back to on the channel quite often, and these other games I play a lot. XCOM 2 is a really good example that I don't really talk about on the channel. I refer to it, but I don't play it on the channel. I don't think I ever have, because everyone knows XCOM 2 if you know turn-based games, so there's not much point and there's not much I can say about it that's not been said. But Necromunda Underhive Wars is a very interesting game. It's a game I like a lot, and as I think it's not got the greatest reception in the world, I like to give it a bit of coverage myself. So something I was thinking while I was playing in my new gang, I think I've got 4 or 5 gangs now, and I decided to start a new gang because I wanted to do something a bit different. And one of the things I wanted to do differently was I realised that I'm just going to move around while I'm doing this. I realised that in all the other gangs I've made, as soon as I could, I leveled up to like I think the maximum is 3 different full kind of complements for a gang, so that's 15 different gang members, and I did that as soon as possible, and I kind of alternated between different ones. Occasionally, of course, is ones that you favoured, and they usually ended up in the gang even more. Just have that, whatever that was, it looked good. And these others that I didn't use often, and they just end up in the background for various reasons. Like I said, everything about gaming is playstyle, isn't it? So I think in this game, I very rarely like being heavy in this game, because I don't find them very useful. I think they miss a lot, and yeah, I don't like them. That's just me, and I think in general in gaming, heavies wouldn't be my grenadiers in things. In XCOM, I don't play grenadiers much. I don't like them much. So it's just how I play. It's just me. It's not anything wrong with grenadiers in XCOM or anything with heavies in this game, but it's just how I feel. So most of mine are kind of the other things, snipers, lots of snipers and techs. Anyway, one of the things I realised was while I was playing is that I always got the most amount of gang members possible, and actually maybe that's not a good thing. So I decided to start a new gang and limit the amount of new members for my gang I hired to the minimum. So you always need at least a spare one in case someone gets injured and can't, because there are situations, if you played this game, if you know, where someone is injured for a certain amount of missions, so you can't use them. So you do need a spare. But apart from that, that's the only kind of reason you would. So I think I've got 2 spares. One because I think at one point one got injured, and then I wanted a melee, so I got a different type. But other than that, I think I've got just 7, and I've been playing over quite a lot of different missions so far. And I think that works really well, because I think the problem with having lots of different gang members is, for example, Watch Dogs Legion. It's not turn-based, but it's an example. In Watch Dogs Legion, you have like a huge amount of agents you can have. I think it's 40 max, but they don't level up. So in Watch Dogs Legion, it doesn't really matter who you use, and you'll end up using your favourites. I do. You may have noticed by the ones I picked to use for videos. So you end up using your favourites, but they won't level up, so it doesn't really matter which ones you use or leave out. Whereas in this game, it matters a lot, because the ones in missions level up and the ones that aren't in missions never level up. They don't level up with the others. So if you've got a huge amount of gang members, max, like 15, you've got gang members that are never really going to get in the game, or B, you're going to keep trying to level up everybody, and then everyone's going to be a little bit short. Whereas if you've only got a real core of 5 main gang and then a couple of spares, you can level them up much quicker. And I think that's kind of we'll just stick on Overwatch here. I think that's kind of a lot better, because then when you get to the high level missions, then you've already got a whole gang of high level. Whereas if you've got lots and lots of gang members who are all different levels, and some are going to be a lot lower because some of them will end up not participating quite often. You won't have the same strength of a gang, and obviously also in this game, in case you've not played it, you'll get to go in your turn by your ratings of each gang member, and so you want high gang rating. You want each gang member to have a very high rating for their intelligence. You can see in the top there where it says INI, and that's this one went first because she's got much higher than the others, and that's because I've just been levelling up these 5. The 2 I've got in reserve I've kind of levelled up a couple of times. I put them in missions, but I'm just literally having them as reserves, so I'm not really worrying about them. And if they have to go into a mission because someone's injured, then they'll have to just struggle through, and the others will have to kind of compensate. But I'm going to try and go through this whole thing with just the 5 and see how it goes. And I think it's a different way of doing it. You get less choice, but also, and I would again, looking at XCOM 2 or Watch Dogs Legion even, you get to know the 5 gang members much better than if you've got in XCOM 2 you can have a limitless squad like you can in Watch Dogs Legion, and you get to know your squad or your gang or your agent, whatever you call it, much better if you've got 5 or 6, and especially 5 who just always go on missions unless someone's injured, than if you've got, with Watch Dogs Legion, 40, and with XCOM 2 you can have absolutely endless. And you'll always have people down the bottom of your agents or your army in XCOM 2 that never end up participating because they just won't, because they won't get leveled up and you won't need them. So yeah, it's just something I've been thinking. Like I said, I play this game, once I start playing it again I kind of want to keep playing it, and so I've been playing off and on for quite a while now since I last made a video, and I really like it. Like I said, the only thing about this game, and it's such a shame, is they haven't linked the story to the game, and if they did, this would be my favourite turn-based game probably, along with Other Side, which is a different kind of game. It's a unique kind of game, and I wouldn't want to play that all the time like I would this. It's a different kind of game. But anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Till next time, take care for now.